Alright, everybody, welcome back to Starfield. So, if we look at our missions, right now we are on the UC Vanguard mission. But the funny thing is, I believe this one is also here. Or no, not this one. This one, the deep cover one, yes, is Sidonia. But also, the main thing is here, so what we'll do is this one first, and then I think honestly I want to do a little bit of that main mission, because I don't want her
pretty much run the lower levels here
as my companion. I want the adoring fan, because I think he would be hilarious.
Keep on the straight and narrow.
Booth.
There won't be anything to worry about. Sergeant Booth at your service. If you have a security-related concern, bring it up to me.
I saw some people with red eyes. Anything to worry about? Is there a lot of crime in Sidonia? Booth? Just Booth? Is that a nickname or something?
As much as someone's last name is a nickname, friends, acquaintances, and other locals call me Booth. You can call me Sergeant Booth.
Is there a lot of crime in Sidonia?
Not if I've got anything to say about it. For real, though. I don't know if it's because everyone's too busy working, or if it's because of the military presence, but crime's pretty low. We get the occasional drunken brawls, petty thefts and stuff, but Sidonia ain't exactly a hotbed of crime. We're not Neon.
I saw some people with red eyes. Anything to worry about?
Well, it ain't drugs if that's what you're worried about. You'll notice it happens to minors and anyone else that's been down in the red Martian dust too long. Nothing to worry about any more than anyone else around here. Used to be a sign someone was ready for the Red Devils. And some of the ex-Red Devils still think they're a big deal. They ain't as badass as they think they are. And any that do have a chip on their shoulder and cause trouble, well, I'll put them in their place. Don't let me keep you.
Okay.
Do your part to keep
So
Sidonia
the
green
Red
and
Devils, I guess, are another faction that maybe are kind of being left by the wayside, not as relevant anymore. CDR Vincent Woodward.
Welcome to Sidonia Security. I'm Commander Vincent Woodard, Chief of Planetary Security and former head of the Red Devils program here on Mars. I tend to deal with security at a high governmental level, whereas my associate Booth over there handles day-to-day security issues. So if you're looking to report a minor crime or misdemeanor, see him. But if there's something I can help you with, feel free to ask.
What can you tell me about this city?
It's small, it's dusty, it's old, but it's home. It may not be anything fancy, but I couldn't dream of living anywhere else.
You seem like a military guy. Did you serve?
Still do, technically. I'm a naval commander. But they've got me here pushing pencils ever since the Red Devils disbanded. I pull double duty, aiding in recruitment and serving as the Sidonia Security Chief, representing the UC. If you ask me, though, nothing's been the same since the Red Devils' glory days.
Okay, so I was wrong about the Red Devils. Red Devils, what's that?
Only the finest bunch of soldiers to ever grace the UC with their service. Of course, I may be biased as a Red Devil myself, and head of the program. Well, former, I should say. Program's been defunct since the armistice that ended the colony wars. It put a stop to any and all xeno-warfare. I fought to keep them operational here, but the top brass concluded that without their unique alien bioweapon training, there was no need for a separate elite soldier program.
Do you ever think about starting up the Red Devils again?
All the goddamn time. It's been about 20 years, but every time a new recruit crosses my desk, I size them up and wonder if they have what it takes to be a Red Devil. I'd give my left thumb to recruit fresh devils again. But it'd take nothing short of a miracle to convince the top brass to reinstate the program. Have yourself a good one.
I wonder if we can help get that reinstated.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
Sorry. What do you mean there's no work?
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
Look, I get it. We just filled our last openings. I think we have a couple contracts ending at the end of next month. It's possible they may not extend them.
This is bullshit. I got a wife and kids at home. We can't wait almost 2 months for a job that may not even exist then.
Hey, I get it. But there's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands. You can take it up with corporate if you want. Sorry, but I have to get back to work.
Come on, forget it. Let's get out of here. Maybe it's not too late
You know,
to
I
catch a ride
believe
back
we've
home.
got the best mining team ever assembled.
Yeah, you're right.
Welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor. Mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat. So long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose.
His act, I mean, it seems Australian.
Caution. Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure this article and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremor. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. But it reminds me of Mick from Wolf Creek. It's good. The first 2 movies are good. There's a show I haven't seen though. I used to do mining work for Argos. I was hoping you'd have work, but it didn't sound
Come
like
on,
it.
mate. Let's see. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great. But, yeah. Unfortunately, all our mining contracts are filled right now.
Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books.
Depends on what it is, but let's hear what you've got.
Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble.
See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though.
Sure, tell me the plan.
Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. 1 standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first.
Sounds easy, I'll do it.
When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Okay, so we got another activity.
Please report any spilled or unsafe conditions on the upper levels to the Sidonia Department of
Talk to me if you reckon you can hack it as a bounty hunter.
I was one.
Hey, darling. You look like the type who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. The Trackers Alliance can always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals. If that feels like your speed, talk to me. Or check out our posts on the mission boards.
We have a bounty hunter. And if I'm already a hunter, I need to join your little book club?
Did someone tell you that, darling? If so, it's complete hogwash. Nah, the Trackers Alliance is more of a loose collection of bounty hunters that all agree not to step on each other's toes. So, as long as you're willing to not work against the other trackers when you take jobs.
Oops, I did not mean to do that. Let's see, I'm looking for bounty hunter work. I can help you out with a job if you're paying. What's the Trackers Alliance? Got any good bounty hunting stories?
Ugh, should I tell you? What the hell? It got me in trouble, but it's a good story. So, I got a bounty for this guy. Real tough spacer, you know? I find a ship, board without him knowing, and I literally catch him with his pants down, getting ready for the day or something, I don't know. Anyway, before he can react, I tackle him to the ground to cuff him, and he lets off a sly quip thinking he's got game, but I don't take kindly to that kind of advance, see? And well, Bounty says alive or dead, so I make the call and I put him down. Anyway, turns out it wasn't the right guy, but this guy was also wanted. What are the odds, right? Well, the Alliance didn't think it was as funny as I did, so now I'm stuck here helping new recruits.
Okay, that's
Hey, if you've got a problem with
quite
me,
the
just
story.
say it. I don't want any of this passive-aggressive...
What's the Trackers Alliance?
Oh, darling. We're the baddest bounty hunters in the settled systems. People pay us to find criminals, scum, and other lowlives when they don't want to or can't track them down themselves.
Let's see. I'm looking for bounty hunting work.
So, you're fixing to take yourself on a little bounty hunt. Well, look no further than the Broken Spear. The Trackers Alliance posts jobs on the mission board over there. Big old console, can't miss it. Now, look, much as I'm itching to get back out there and take down wanted marks on my own, I can't help you any more than that. So, don't come crying to me if you can't hack it, you hear?
Accept a mission from the Mission Bounty Board. I can help you out with a job if you're paying.
Ain't no flies to catch here in Sidonia. Good. If you recall, I'm only stationed here because of a mistake I made.
That's a big mistake.
Been bugging me ever since the bounty that got away. Now, I heard rumors that this no-good, dirty quarry's been lurking around Mars, but I ain't had the good fortune of him strolling on in here. I think he's smart enough to know better. I got a plan in place to find him, but I gotta prove to my other tracker contact that he's here. That's where you come in. Just gotta plant a sensor. No danger to you.
Let's see. Can you tell me about this guy we're tracking?
Ken Placus, smuggler, the worst kind. Deals in all sorts of black market goods. He's wanted for grand theft, human trafficking, murder, you name it. He's also extremely good at what he does. He's eluded the best of UC security for years. He's even slipped by our own trackers, myself included. I'm convinced he set me up to fail, found a look-alike to unwittingly take a fall, made me look bad. So I'm sure you understand it's kind of personal.
Let's see. I'm in.
All right, so you're gonna want to take this here sensor and put it way up at the tippy top of the old Mars launchpad tower where it's nice and unobstructed. You're gonna want to make sure you've got a boost pack to help get yourself up there, or else it's gonna be a tough climb. Mars gravity's on the low side, but not that low. It'll track down my Mark's chip signal, assuming he shows, and I'll call in my partner to take care of him. Clear out and come back to me as soon as you're done so you don't spook the quarry. Get it? Got it? Good.
Okay.
All citizens are welcome and encouraged
I like her voice acting. It's pretty good.
for activities of all sorts. Seek a community center representative and plan your event for regular gatherings today.
Do we have a bounty? The Trackers Alliance self-service bounty clearance kiosk. If you have a bounty with anyone in the settled systems, don't worry. For a small convenience fee, we can clear that up for you. Our records indicate that you are not wanted by any factions within the settled systems at this time. Cool. Deliver photovoltaic cells. Deliver ultra batteries. We don't have the cargo for that.
We have the tech to instantly jump across the universe. You'd think someone would have invented a way to keep rocks out of boots.
Neva meetup evidence.
Neva, sit down, have a drink. So, smooth jump into the Soul system? UC security hassle you?
Cut the crap, Adler, and let's make this quick. There's only so long I can stand a stink of minor sweat and stale beer.
Okay, take it easy. Here's the fleet's kickback, just like I promised.
What is this bullshit? This is half. Half of what you promised.
No reason to get upset, sweetie. Security around Sidonia's been cracking down, and it's tough to get the Deimos schmucks to play ball. That means I'm spending big on bribes, covering lost shipments. This isn't exactly like running a pharmacy out here, you know.
Two things, Adler. And I will make this simple enough so even a total imbecile like yourself can understand. One, I don't give a damn about your excuses. You owe us the agreed amount on time every month. And two, you call me sweetie ever again, and I'll shove my knife so far up your ass that people will mistake you for a unicorn.
Okay. Sorry, Neva. I'll make it work. Here's the rest.
That's more like it. I'll see you in a month.
Okay. Weird, we just find that sitting right here, but okay.
Hey.
So the people that are like damage control specialists, I believe they're just people that you can hire. Let me see. It just says Tracker's Alliance agent, so yeah. Andromeda Kepler? It came from Phobos. Let's see. Exterior, space, silent black. A massive ship slowly floats into view, the UCS Bastion. Silence for a few beats, then faint screams build as we track along the ship. Interior, UCS Bastion corridor. Steam hisses. We continue to hear the screams of people echoing off the darkened corridor walls. A woman in a lab coat runs by, carrying a broken broom handle covered in blood. The camera follows her until she arrives at a dead end. Woman. No, it wasn't supposed to be this way. It wasn't. Cut to a shot of flickering lights, casting her silhouette on the wall. An incomprehensible shape moves in. She screams, blood splatters. Bones crunch, a creature roars, squeals, and the shadow leaves, then silence as the scene fades to black. Synthwave music blares as the title appears. It came from Phobos. It appears to be someone's discarded and vastly incomplete script for a horror movie. Yeah, pretty generic, but it's generic doesn't mean bad.
Could end up costing you otherwise.
Pilot. So let me guess, you're just a pilot.
Going to have to lug cargo across half the universe to pay for this cleaning.
Oh, that's the guy from outside.
Sidonia's not so. Hello, traveler.
Okay, so
will you join me
she's
for a
just...
while? You strike me as someone with an interesting story. Call it scholar's intuition.
Sure, let's talk.
Meeting a kindly stranger is always a blessing. What brings you to Sidonia?
May I ask you the same question?
You may. I just finished a circuit of the Sol system. I've been studying Galileo lately, and I wanted to pay tribute to the planets that inspired him.
I'm just sightseeing.
Sightseeing on Mars. My intuition about you must have been correct. Most stop in Sidonia for the strong drinks at the Broken Spear. You must be more interesting than most people.
What type of book are you writing?
It's going to be a philosophical text about my theories on the intersection between science and the divine. I've been studying that relationship for years, and I want to preserve my findings for future scholars.
It seems like you are too. Maybe we should travel together.
I appreciate the sentiment. Consider my interest piqued. I'd be happy to join you. I have a feeling this will be a fruitful partnership. Are you willing to pay? I dislike taking money from friends, but I'll need some credits to stow my ship at Sidonia Spaceport. I'll work to make it up to you, naturally.
Persuade. Will you work for any less than that? We need to pass our persuade, so... We have 3 turns. If you are worth that much, you wouldn't be unemployed. I'm in no hurry. I can always find someone else.
Let's not close the door on this just yet.
That works. We just need a 1. I'm sure we can work something out.
This isn't getting us
damn it.
anywhere.
Don't get me wrong, I know you aren't trying to screw me over or anything.
Look, I'd like to help, but... Alright, I'll do it. I can
Yes.
pay the rest of the fees out of pocket.
Before I bring you on, will you tell me more about your skills?
I know a lot about starship maintenance, and I'm skilled at constructing outposts. I have plenty of piloting experience, too. I also think I'm a decent conversation partner. That has some value on long trips through deep space.
And I think she would be a good add because she does have outpost engineering and electronic fusion. Can she join our ship?
Then we have an accord. Thank you for the
And it's
offer.
only 7,500. Crew from any location can be assigned to a landed ship. No assignments are currently available for her. Vasco. So, assign, okay.
I need to speak to someone at the spaceport about stowing my ship. We'll see each other again soon.
Can't believe we're still pulling up huge mineral deposits after all this time.
Let me know if you need something.
Got a lot of books, Phil Hill.
Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long?
Just got here.
Oh, good. I thought maybe I'd fallen asleep. But, oh my, I've forgotten my manners. Phil Hill, at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming. My siblings are named Bill, Jill, and Sil. The Hills. What a thrill. But there I go again. You aren't here to talk about me. You're here to talk about List.
Sounds like we're about to hear a sales pitch.
This better not be some kind of timeshare pitch.
What? No, no, nothing like that. I assumed everyone has heard about us by now. We're List, the League of Independent Settlers. How can I help make today your very best day?
What does List do exactly?
Why, we help people. We get folks set up and able to start new lives in new places, free of governmental interference. We survey the stars, find suitable places matching people's needs, and get folks started with the essentials. I don't suppose you have a ship? Interested in earning some easy credits?
I'm looking for work.
That's terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent applicants looking for new worlds to settle on. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to. I've got a cargo hold full of stacks just like that. Oh boy.
That's not our problem.
Oh, of course not. I wouldn't make you do my paperwork for me. Although, I wouldn't mind the help.
There's just that many people who want to live the life of a colonist?
Oh, that's just a few applications worth. That's what the human touch looks like. No impersonal computer surveys or security breaches to compromise your private information. Just me and some good old-fashioned ink and paper. Every applicant gets a battery of in-person interviews and has every step of their application completed and carefully reviewed to ensure their particular requirements for the ideal location are understood and met to perfection. Try getting that from the UC or Freestar resettlement programs.
You just sit here and wait for people to come up and talk to you?
Used to have an office on Aquila, but, you know, budget cuts. But it turned out for the best. Now they send me all over settled space where I can interface directly with the people. I'm a people person, as you can probably already tell.
I'm happy to help.
Fantastic! That's exactly the can-do, helpful attitude that List looks for in all its employees and contractors. We're looking for folks with ships and or basic people skills to seek out suitable planets and leads on potential clients. I don't suppose you possess either of those qualifications?
You're in luck. I have both a ship and basic people skills.
You know, I can tell that you do, just by the little we've interacted already. Most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more habitable, the better. You know, that oxygen and water are musts. Other signs of life, even better. Secondly, we're always looking for new applicants. So, as you travel around meeting people, when the occasion arises, see if you can interest them in signing up for the list. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people in here talking about wanting to start a new life. Why don't you start with them?
Why would someone want to join List?
I am glad you asked. List provides members with a few tangible benefits and a few intangible ones. First off, we locate an ideal location matching the needs and desires of our members. After that, we provide transportation, as well as a starter set including basic hab modules, extractors, and seeds for farming, etc. Everything needed to get off to a good start. And we set up a small encrypted satellite to aid communication between distant neighbors, and the rare List ship that swings by the sector to offer aid and trade supplies if desired. But, more importantly, List provides its members the satisfaction of living on their own and on their own terms. Independent and free from harassment and governmental interference.
How does paperwork or payment work?
Bring any suitable planet survey data slates to me, and I'll happily pay you for them. And you'll also earn an immediate commission for each interested party who signs up for the list. So get on out there and make truly independent living a dream come true, and turn a few credits while you're at it.
I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. Thank you for any assistance you can lend us. Whoops. Nearly forgot. Take this.
It seems we always run into one another here. I'm happy to see you, Captain.
Hello. Habitable Planets 101 and List Recruiter Guide. Congratulations on your new role as a List Recruiter. The League of Independent Settlers is itself an independent organization made up of signatory members and volunteer administrators and recruiters. We pride ourselves on our independence. We are and will remain free from corporate sponsorships, governmental regulations, and third-party entanglements of all kinds, so that our members' particular needs are directly addressed and their integrity and privacy ensured. We also strive to keep operating costs at the barest of minimums so that membership dues remain small and impactful. Among other cost-saving initiatives, this means we do no large-scale media advertising, but instead rely on dedicated, hardworking individuals such as yourself to help us find like-minded individuals to join us in our mission to bring a life of freedom and prosperity to all who wish it. From the grassroots to the top of the administrative branches, List is a people-first organization, and it is a core List value to always empower individuals to be their best selves. To that end, we have put together this small booklet to offer suggestions and ideas to help release your own potential. Consider this not so much a recruiting manual, but rather a collection of inspiring ideas to draw from when crafting your own unique recruiting style. The next 20 pages include a list of benefits for joining List, ways to identify motivated recruits, sample sales pitches aimed at various needs and personality types, and a detailed FAQ, all of which are peppered with platitudes and assertions of principle. It concludes with the following reminder. Remember, we have tried to make this as easy as possible. Our top-of-the-list pamphlet is scientifically proven to work 90% of the time in securing long-term commitment to the organization and eventual resettlement for the recruit. So, as long as you have properly identified a motivated individual, if you are having trouble convincing them, try handing them a pamphlet. You can obtain additional copies of the top of the list from the list representative that hired you as a recruiter. Best of luck out there. We could not do this without you. You are an integral part of what makes List special, so launch out there and be your best self. And remember the List motto: to each heavenly body, its own orbit. List Committee for the Empowerment of Recruitment Volunteers, signed E. Formanbad, chairperson, and other people. Depending on current budgetary constraints, there may occasionally be a nominal fee to cover pamphlet printing costs, which commissions should more than cover. Then we got Habitable Planets 101. So you're on the lookout for a habitable planet. Well, aren't we all? The League of Independent Settlers defines a habitable planet as any one that 1. Has a breathable atmosphere, 2. Has a safe temperature. And that's it. Yes, it's really that simple. Here's a tip. When in doubt, go where the life is. If flora and fauna can exist on a planet, there's a good chance we humans can too. Liz thanks you for all your hard work. Now go forth and settle the stars. Okay. So I'm guessing that's the person we can do to sell, like, the info.
Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip on your equipment when one of those particle detonations.
Yeah, info about the planets and stuff. I'm looking for a Vanguard named Mora.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the Blackest Sea.
Let's see. Wait, the Blackest Sea? Space.
You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am.
We could track him down if he knows patrol route.
Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
2,500 credits. Your companion can speak on your behalf. What they will say is written next to Sarah Morgan. Skip to the part where you admit you're lying. Or we could persuade. He could need help. You shouldn't put a price on that.
Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You're gonna guilt trip me?
Every minute that passes, he could be in danger.
That's
Dang
how
it.
Blackest Sea works sometimes.
I want you to imagine him out there alone, and here you are holding out for cash.
Don't
Dang
try to
it.
guilt
I'm trying the
trip
big
me,
ones
okay?
just so I can do it. I'm tired of asking. Tell me now.
Come on. I'm trying to help here. All right, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Okay, we inadvertently did the main thing here.
Yes.
Okay.
Just passing through or here to stay?
I don't know.
lock-picked that easily since I traveled with Vladimir's soul.
I don't know where we are.
Caution. Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
We got 2 computers. Accounts computer. Charles Flynn. Open orders none. Account status paid in full. Lou Saavedra. Open orders. Account status awaiting delivery. Percival Walker. Account status pending. So nothing really here. We got announcements. Reminder, security training quarterly update, press inquiries. To all from public relations, we know the press has recently reached out and several members of our staff. Should you be contacted, please reach out to a public relations representative before responding in order to avoid any unforeseen repercussions. Quarterly update to all from leadership. As you should all be aware, our quarterly meeting is fast approaching. Attendance is not mandatory, but secure connections are required. We encourage anyone who wishes to join to contact IT to confirm their setup is secure. The reminder of security training. To all from Human Resource Management. This is a reminder to all employees that security training is mandatory and must be completed by the end of the month. Okay, nothing crazy here. I guess this is just more for ammo and stuff. Because we couldn't come in the front way, but we were able to get in the back way.
Before you say anything, no. Mars is nothing like Earth. Heck.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons. Just make sure.
Look at the size of this cavern. I wonder how much of it's natural, and how much was carved out to accommodate Sidonia's mining operations.
Yeah, it's crazy. What? Who?
Do I know you?
Couldn't help but overhear a conversation.
And?
The League of Independent Settlers wants to help you start a new life, free from all your troubles.
Go on, I'm listening. This better be good.
You look tired. Don't grind to make someone else rich when you can be your own boss.
That's true. I am making other people rich. It's time I started doing things for myself.
Trust me, I know what it's like. I'm here to help.
Trust
Really?
you? I don't know you. And you're not here to help me. You're here to sell something to me.
People who sign up are a cut above the rest. You deserve to be on the list.
I've always believed that, deep down. It's easy to forget sometimes. Okay. Okay, I'll do it. I'll sign up. What's the worst that could happen?
Yep, just need a signature to get the ball rolling.
Here goes. No turning back now. Howdy.
That was kind of hilarious. Alright.
Sometimes I wish I could.
I'm honestly just appalled that anyone would do that. In public, no less.
Oh my god.
I'm embarrassed, and I wasn't even there. Some people just have no shame.
This place is massive.
Hey, sorry. I'm trying to concentrate on something.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's nice to have a robot assistant.
Error. Greeting procedure.
It is illegal to transport plant or animal life to Mars without going through official policy channels or our transporting partners. Adherence to this law is imperative in order to avoid unwanted infestation. Thank you for your cooperation.
Careful placing that sensor. I've only got the one.
Yeah.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
Yeah, but some people really don't care about that kind of thing.
Enhance offers many services such as tummy tucks and rhinoplasty. I'd rather do that than reconstructive surgery for mining accidents. We all want to look our best. Am I right?
Do you get a lot of business in Sidonia?
You'd be surprised, I think. There are many dangerous jobs on Mars. Mining, military training, manufacturing. As such, there are sometimes accidents. Therefore, it stands to reason there is a lot of reconstructive surgery to be done after the other doctors and surgeons do their work. The work being done here at this enhanced branch may not be as glamorous as others, but it is no less important to those that receive it.
What do you think of living and working on Mars?
I admit, I took this job because I thought it would be easier and low stress. I thought, who would be getting cosmetic surgery in a place like this? But I was wrong. I am constantly busy treating scars, fitting prosthetics, and helping people recover from the dangers of working here. I want to keep working for Enhance. But until my transfer is approved and a replacement is found, it looks as if I'll be stuck here.
Hey, reconstructive surgery is important and can be even more fulfilling.
You're probably right. At the end of the day, I'm helping someone look their best. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Goodbye.
So this is where you can go to change your appearance.
I would like to join Sidonia in celebrating over 275 years of living on Mars. The
Careful
United
near the
Nations
railings on the
proud
upper
to
levels.
support the citizens of Sidonia.
I keep telling myself, next year, it's back to New Atlantis. Out of the backwoods and back to civilization. And they keep increasing my salary.
Yes, what?
Let me guess. You're here because you were working a cutter, accidentally nipped your thumb off, and you need me to reattach it again?
What? How often does that happen? No, I'm just here to talk.
Well, that's a relief. You'd be surprised. Happens at least once or twice a week. Sorry. I tend to think the worst, since the overwhelming majority of my patients come here to treat entirely preventable accidents. I know it's my job to help people, and I love doing it, but I do wish they'd be a little more careful down in the mines. I'm Dr. Flynn. What can I do for you today?
Need help? I can use medical instrument. You seem annoyed about something. Are you okay?
Bollocks. Is that how I come off now? Ah, work's getting to me, I suppose. It's just... You see, no one on this bloody planet seems to follow basic safety precautions. It's always, Dr. Flynn, reattach me arm, or help me with this frostbite. Well, maybe if you took the time to properly dress yourself for the outside, you wouldn't be losing your fingers, you idiot. Sorry for the rant, just for a change, I'd rather be treating the common cold, and not some horrific yet entirely preventable accident.
Well then, if things are so bad here, why don't you open a practice elsewhere?
Ah, you know, I've been saying that going on 10 years now. You'd think I'd take me own advice, open up my own practice on a nice, safe world, maybe settle down with someone. I'd be much happier, for sure. But the truth is, the pay is exceptional here, and all these careless idiots keep me busy. Maybe it's enough to stay with it and retire early instead.
Why do you think there are so many accidents around here?
I've often wondered why myself. I've got some theories. From what I hear, the equipment's supposedly not in the best shape, so that's part of it. But I also happen to know the miners can get very competitive, since their bonuses are determined by how well they exceed their quotas. So that leads to a bunch of meatheads going out of their way to avoid following safety precautions and taking shortcuts to squeeze out a little extra job performance. It's bollocks, that's what it is. See you around.
Goodbye. UC Exchange.
Sidonia City Security is here to keep you safe. If you see
Hey,
something
you buy
suspicious,
from me,
please
maybe I
don't
can give you the
hesitate
same
to
discount
report
I
it
give
to
to
any
locals.
security officer.
Hello, welcome to the Sidonia UC Exchange. The best goods, all courtesy of the United Colonies, straight to all of the wonderful UC soldiers, workers, and other citizens. I've got a little of this, a little of that, and maybe a little of some other things you wouldn't expect to find at the UC shop, But that's because I try to provide for everyone here. So please, browse my stock and let me know what I can get for you, friendo.
Let's see, not to be rude, but where are you from?
Ah, yes, it is the accent. I have been asked this before. Do not worry, I take no offense. From a very young age, I spent most of my life among the stars, aboard one ship or another. I picked up many ways of speaking, many languages. Because of this, the way I speak sounds strange to some, but that is the price I pay for knowing all the languages I do.
Do you get all your stock directly from the UC?
The UC, my employer, they try to furnish my exchange with plenty, but other planets, they need more, so we need to make do with what we get. But me, I have other ways of getting goods to sell, and so I do. I get a little bit of this and that from here and there, and that is how I provide for you and me. You understand?
I don't suppose you have any deals?
Do I have any good deals, you say? Friendo, I am full of good deals. My prices may be fixed by UC pencil pushers many worlds away, but I may find ways to work with you. For example, I buy things to refurbish and resell. You bring me these, I give you credits, and we make deals.
Must be exhausting managing this entire shop by yourself.
Oh, friendo, you have no idea. You see, not only do I sell goods for the United Colonies, I also need to receive the shipments, stock the shelves, manage the inventory. Why, even now I have this big delivery. Tracking says it is here, but it is clearly not here. I don't see it, do you? The ship is out in the desert of Mars, not where it should be. Ship services tells me they can look at it, but I need my goods soon, and they're taking too long.
Let's see. I could go check it out for you.
You could? Yes? This is what I hoped when we talked. If you go to where the ship was last seen, you could look at it. Find out what happened. Take care of anything on board that shouldn't be there. Pirates, killer robots, heat leeches, whatever. And check the crates to make sure nothing is broken. Then come back to me, so I can send someone to recover the shipment and get to selling. Easy as peasy, as they say.
Caution. Prepare for today's final
Okay.
subterranean particle detonation.
You
Be
did not
advised to
find my
secure
cargo
loose
ship yet?
articles and
Take a look.
I'm wondering if I have anything to sell. That's right, I have the side star and everything, but the Eon uses 777. And nothing else uses that. So I don't want to get rid of it. I want to keep that one. This is also holding. Is this taking up mass? No. Whatever, I don't need this in my ship. I'll keep those. Some pretty cool grenades. Barrow knife. Drum beat. Pretty cool. I didn't realize either that there were so many different weapons in the game. I don't know why.
Or remain seated in the event of
Be safe out there.
But I thought it was only like gonna be a few weapons.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the reason why I'm going everywhere else besides the quest marker first is just so I can find places that I haven't explored easier.
I hope your day is going well.
It's going pretty good.
You simply won't find a politician who works harder for his people than I do.
Whoop, since that's the first thing you said, I doubt it.
Hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but I'd be happy to help if it's something quick. What can I do for you?
I was hoping to ask you some questions.
I can answer your general questions about Sidonia, but nothing venturing into politics. Sorry, but it's my strict policy that I only speak with select members of the press and major political donors who are serious about making changes for the future prosperity of Mars.
Let's see. What are these donations for exactly?
Politics. You shouldn't be so surprised that money greases the wheels of the political machine. Even though I'm a UC-appointed official, I still need to rely on political donations to help me make decisions on how to allocate funds and resources to various lobbying parties. The money goes right back into the local economy, you see?
Donors, are you saying you'll talk about political topics for a bribe?
We don't use that word around here. I do take donations, however.
I'm interested in the future of Mars. How much do I need to donate to talk about it with you?
If you have to ask, then I'm afraid you can't afford it.
Sure I could. You can trust me. I just want to hear your take on Sidonian politics.
I'm sorry, I can't, but if you have any other questions about Sidonia, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I should get back to what I was doing.
Staring out a window.
Standard protections from the media and anyone who would go to them. I'm sure you understand.
Offer 1,000 credits. I'm a donor and I'd like to speak politics with you. That's it? Just 1,000? Is there any work around here for someone like me?
Considering I don't really know you, I'm not sure how to answer that. But Sidonia is a beacon of industry. There's plenty of work to go around. If you have mining experience, you may wish to check with whoever the current Deimos mining director is. Or maybe check with the Deimos Star Yard corporate office. If those aren't your speed, then there are a number of local businesses that are always looking for help.
What's it like being the governor of Mars?
Well, I've been appointed governor, going on 20 years now, I believe. Every day, I am passionate about serving the hard-working people of Mars. I look out for their interests, I support their prosperity, and in return, they help make the United Colonies a shining beacon of hope for humanity. If you ask me, there's nothing better than that.
Is it anything like Total Recall? What is Sidonia known for?
You mean besides being the most important city of industry to our proliferation across the galaxy? Well, this is the home of Deimos Star Yards, which perfected grav drive technology and made honest-to-goodness space travel truly possible. And to this day, our mines and manufacturing are instrumental in delivering resources used throughout the United Colonies. We may not outshine fancier cities like New Atlantis on its surface, but without Sidonia, there would be no United Colonies.
What's there to do around here?
Sidonia is not much of a tourist destination, unless you're interested in humanity's first major colony outside of Earth. But if you're not here for work, and you're looking to kill some time, I'm told the Martian surface is great for hiking. Beautiful scenery, assuming you like shades of red. If you're looking to kick back after that and experience Martian nightlife, the Broken Spear is as good a local watering hole as any.
Well, we could offer 1,000 credits. I'm a donor and I'd like to speak politics with you.
That's cute, but not enough. If you're not sure how much, you probably can't afford it. And at this point, I'm not sure I'd accept it from you.
Well, fuck you too, bitch.
Enjoy Sidonia.
You're a terrible politician.
Hello. Do you have business with Governor Hurst?
I do, it's urgent.
Oh my. In that case, please go right ahead. He's not busy at the moment.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So not much now. Okay. I kind of just already went in, but...
Be careful down near the mines, and enter any...
Did you know Deimos makes the majority of the ships for the UC Navy? If you ask me, that's a hell of a lucrative contract.
Oh. Only Tia's password. That's just announcements.
Sometimes I feel like these mines just run themselves.
Peter Brennan's Daily Planner. It appears to be completely blank except for one date from several years ago that simply reads, "Buy a new belt."
To me. I'm a bit busy at the moment. Lots of business operations to operate and all that.
Don't be stupid.
Damn it.
Stop!
How would I be able to pass this? He doesn't even have his own password on him. Unless Solstice is a password. Weird.
Red and orange. Everything's red and orange. It's red.
So we can go to P1, P2, okay. Face on Mars, History of Sidonia, touch here. On July 25th, 1976, the Viking 1 orbiter spacecraft took its first photos of the Sidonia region of Mars. Among them was an image of what appeared to be a humanoid face on the surface of Mars. The image inspired the imaginations of millions, cementing humanity's passion for space exploration and once again begging the question, are we alone out there? Later photography would reveal that the face was no more than a mountain, shadows, and perhaps humanity's greatest case of pareidolia, a tendency to perceive specific meaningful imagery in an otherwise ambiguous or random visual pattern. Nevertheless, the legend of the face on Mars remains an important inspiration for many to this day.
Arts, former military, ex-cons.
Was I talking to you, lady?
A tool and haul ore. You can mine.
Residential. Okay, so none of those are really going to work. Because the only two is a smaller spaced one. So if we do that one, and then we get the 3... No, because this one's too far apart. We do this one, and then this one. Right there, and then we have a 4. But those 4s are very close together. Do that one, and then 1, 2, 3. Yep.
I'm hoping there was a good reason that was locked.
Me too.
I believe this is where the city's governor lives. I don't think we've been invited here, so perhaps we should leave.
I believe we've read all of those. I'll tell you what, we'll quick save. Oh, I already did, okay. And see, this apartment kind of sucks. How is this not stealing? Oh, but the money is, usually the money is just sitting out and you can just do it. You can just take it, no questions asked. Governor Hurst's computer. Okay, so you can unlock computers as well. Okay, I hadn't seen one up until now. Do that one, and then there's 2. But no 2 will work. If we do that one, we got 1, 2, 3, got a 4. This 4 could do it. No. Okay. And then we got a 3. Boom. Messages. Thank you. Governor Hurst, I just want to extend our gratitude for seeing that our mutual interests were kept in mind with that shipping fiasco last week. Had it not been for your persistence in hounding SysDef to locate the missing shipment, I fear it would have had major financial repercussions for our business associate and put our partnership in peril. Thank you again for making it clear that you value the Trade Authority presence here on Mars. Oktai and Bear. Quick favor or retreat. Good news, honey. The retreat has been extended for another month, and they've asked me to continue my seminar. I know it's not easy being away from you for so long, but I've been enjoying my time here, and the money is good. So I'm fairly certain that I'll accept their offer. It's just another month, then I'll come home, and we can hopefully get the rest of the family together for a visit. Or maybe we can do some sort of off-world reunion. It's always hard to plan a big get-together in Sidonia, but maybe we can see about renting a space in New Atlantis. Anyway, I miss you lots, and I'll be home before you know it. Love, Tamara. Neon. What do you say to next weekend in Neon? I know a place we can meet up, Glenn. Neon sounds great. Count me in. I haven't been in forever, so I'm very much looking forward to this. Just let me know when and where, and I'll be there. S. Expansion. Governor Hurst. I looked into what it would take to expand your condo. Realistically, I've got to say that even if you can afford it, it's not a good idea structurally. As you know, we need to make do with the space we have in Sidonia, and adding on to the Lux condominiums just isn't feasible at this time without risking the integrity of the building and the structures around it. Your best bet will be to buy an adjoining unit and knock out a floor or a wall to assimilate it into what you've got. But even then, that'd hurt the Sidonia housing market. I urge you to wait until the crater project is finished. Once the miners clear up enough space, maybe we can think about expanding the city into it and pushing the mines further out to make room for more residential buildings. Sorry for the bad news, Anton Friedman. Quick favor. Hey Dad, as you know, we've had some costly repairs to the house recently, and I'm dipping down into my last 200,000 credits to pay the contractors. I was wondering if you'd transfer some more credits into my Gal bank account sometime soon. You know, just in case. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it. P.S. How's Mom? Is she back from her retreat yet? Give her my love, David. See ya. You know, I really believed you last time. Well, I'm done. You know, first what happened in Neon, then all this talk about cutting me off. After all I've done for you, you're a bastard. You know that. You think you can just walk away from me like you have no use for me anymore? Well, I've got news for you. I know more than you wish I knew. I also still have the spare key to your ship, and by the time you get this, it'll be too late to do anything about it. Have a nice life, Glenn. S. Who is S? Personal notes. To do. Call a contractor about expansion estimate. Message to Mara. Pick up prescription, change food delivery time, transfer funds to David, cancel hotel in Neon. Rough draft unfinished. My fellow Sidonians, it is with great pleasure that I announce our quarterly GDP is higher than expected, bringing with it one of the strongest economies in Mars history. Many thanks to our friends at Deimos and our other local businesses, large and small alike, who helped make it all possible with that in mind. Autobiography notes. Title names: Governing Mars, Mission, Visions of Sidonia, read all over Hearst. A new future for the old colony. Chapter 1, talk about my early life, what brought me to Mars. Chapter 2, studying law, early political career. Chapter 3, the challenges we faced together and how I solved them. Chapter 4, looking to the future, building a better Mars together. Well, honestly, I mean, with all of that, and with how a lot of people just simply don't seem to like their jobs that much, but they get paid well to do them, and a lot of them honestly don't even have to do that much. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. He just makes people pay if they want to talk politics. Oh, hello, robot. Which I'm not going to say is a good thing. That means that if somebody wants to maybe talk about something important, then you're forcing them to pay. And that's really bad. And pay a lot. Because 1,000 credits wouldn't even get them to talk. So does that... Yes. That counts as contraband. Damn it. But the funny thing is, the credits don't. I want to know how people... Yeah. So the thing I think is dumb, and I always think it's dumb in games where you can steal stuff and it counts, and people know you've stolen stuff. How do you know?
What if my mom weren't so sad all the time?
Really? Her?
Hey, who are you?
I'm just visiting Sidonia.
Nice to meet you. I hope you like it more than I do here. I'm Taye. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers, and I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about lots of different things right now. I don't really know what to say.
So is there a school around here or something?
Nah, there's no school in Sidonia. My mom says it's because everything's so packed together, there's no room for it. But also, there's almost no kids here either, so it doesn't make sense to have one. Instead, we learn remotely. It's cool, I guess, but it'd be cooler if I got to hang out with more kids my age. Like, my friend Renee is fun to hang out with and all, but I think she probably feels the same way. Having a real school would be nice.
You seem concerned about something. Is everything okay?
Yeah. I'm just worried about my mom. She gets sad all the time, and I just want to help her. She's been that way since my dad died. Only, she doesn't like me talking about it to other people, so I probably shouldn't. But you know what? Maybe you should talk to her? She says she doesn't get to talk to too many other adults much. Maybe talking to her'd help. I don't know. It's worth a shot, though. Right?
Yeah. What do kids do for fun in Sidonia?
I don't know. I guess we just make up some games. Usually I just hang out and talk with Renee since she's close to how old I am. Sometimes we go to the community center and they have stuff to do there, like crafts, movies, music, and other activities. But except not when the adults are having a meeting. Renee calls them sad meetings because everyone seems so sad in them. I asked my mom what they were, but she says it was something to do with drinking. And like, I've never gotten sad after drinking water, so I don't know what's going on. Bye.
Citizens are advised to take caution near the military outpost on the city's outskirts due to frequent live fire exercises. It is also advised to use only a
Don't tell me my son Tai invited another stranger to come talk to me again, did he? That boy means well, but he's gonna drive me crazy someday.
I met him. He said you were having a rough time.
Gotta hand it to him. He's got his ways of looking out for me. My son means well, and I know he's just trying to look out for me. My husband, his father, isn't with us anymore. It's been hard ever since.
Tay sounds like a good kid. You're raising him well.
He is. I'm doing my best. Thanks for stopping by to chat.
Was that it?
Don't tell me. That boy means well. Gotta hand it. My son means my husband.
What happened to your husband?
Keith died in a mining accident a few years ago. It wrecked me. Here I was, stuck on Mars, suddenly alone with a young child. I still haven't really recovered from that. I don't really know what to do.
Offer 20,000 credits. Jesus. That's what I was thinking. Why don't you leave? How does your son cope with all this?
Tai is good. He obviously misses his daddy, and he's bright enough to understand the situation we're in. He keeps talking about how he wants to get a job and help move me out of here. He's a good boy. I don't know what I'd do without him. I just hope he doesn't have to get a job in the mines. I couldn't stand the thought of losing 2 of my guys to that life.
What do you do for work?
Now? Nothing. I haven't worked in almost 10 years, not since we moved here for Keith's job. I had originally been offered a job here at the local Galblanc branch as its manager. But not a week before I was due to start, they announced that the Sidonia branch was to be fully automated instead. It was never meant to be permanent anyway, but then when Keith died, I needed to take care of Tai full time. Not many jobs here for a single mom.
Why don't you leave Sidonia?
When Keith died, Deimos settled with us. Per the settlement, they agreed to buy this condo and allow us to live here rent-free until Tai turns 18. Finding work that I can do as a single mother here on Sidonia has been almost impossible. What little money we do get from the settlement every month goes directly towards what we need to live. To be fair, Deimos provides us with a sustainable lifestyle. They take care of health expenses, food, and more. But it's not enough to pick up and move.
I think you're doing all you can. I'm sure Tay appreciates it.
Oh my. Are you sure? That's... My gosh, it's so generous. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to put it away into savings for Tai. Maybe we can afford a better education for him, or get off this planet someday. Then he won't have to work in the mines like his daddy. Thank you so much. If I can ever find a way to repay you, I will.
How incredibly kind. I'm continuing to learn things about you. Good things.
You're truly lucky to have a friend who shows such generosity to a total stranger. I'll never forget this.
You good people. And you can always make the money
I
back.
heard about what you did for my mom and me. Thanks.
No problem, kid. I mean, we still have 46,000. That's a good amount, right? God. No, that's fine. So I don't normally try to buy things. Oh, there's Renee.
All those sad people out there. Wish I could help them, but if only someone could help me. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored.
Oh my
mom and
God.
dad said not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored.
Can't argue with that logic. Sure, we can talk.
See? Now we're friends! And my parents can't say I'm not allowed to talk to you. Anyway, what do you want to talk about?
There can't be much for kids to do around here. Would you like living in Sidonia?
It's okay, I guess. It's better than living outside, because Mars can't support life outside and I'd die. But maybe it would be nice to live on another planet someday. I think I used to when I was a real little kid. And sometimes my mom and dad would take me to visit my grandma and grandpa in New Atlantis.
Are there lots of other kids your age? We already know that. There can't be much for kids to do around here.
I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually, want to help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now. Can you help put them up for me?
Sure, I'd love to. Just tell me where to put them.
You will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be so happy. Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
Okay. Shelby's a bit... it was fine talking to her, but she's a bit
Are
annoying.
supposed to be luxurious condominiums?
Yeah.
If you ask me, I find them to be rather underwhelming.
Renee's journal. Should we be in here? Vacation. Today I asked Mom if we could go visit another planet sometime soon, but she said we couldn't because she and Dad have to work. They always have to work, and it sucks. I really want to go somewhere else, because Sidonia is so boring sometimes. I like playing with Ty, but there's nowhere to go. It's always here, or this place, and there's nowhere to run out around and play. They always say we can't run around the plaza because we could fall off the side, but we don't even go near the sides. Boo. Gross. Dad tried to make dinner earlier, but he tried using this new protein, and it was not good. Mom was able to fix it, but only a little bit. It still wasn't very good, and I asked both Mom and Dad not to make it again. Tay's mom. This morning I went to go play with Tay, but he said he couldn't play because his mom was feeling really sad, so he wanted to spend time with her. I wish I could do something to help her. I tried making her a funny drawing, and she said she liked it, and it made her smile, but then she was still sad the next day. I don't know what to do, because not only do I want to play with Ty, it makes me sad when someone else is sad. Space Frog. So I thought of another idea for Space Frog. One day, the people of a small town on a new planet start getting sick, and no one knows why. But then Space Frog comes down to visit and notices all the sick people. He asks them what's going on, and they tell him that they're all getting sick for some reason. So Space Frog goes to investigate. He finds out that someone has poisoned the well. I'm still not sure who, yet. I might need to make up a bad guy. Space Frog doesn't really have any enemies, because he doesn't really fight anyone. But maybe this time he could have one, and he can solve it by talking to them. Pictures. People are feeling mopey again. I think it's time to put up more pictures to make people happy, but Mom says I can't go out unless she and Dad are home. But they're always working, And when they're not, it's always time for something else, like dinner or homework or whatever. I came up with a new drawing of Space Frog that I think people would really like too. I don't know what to do. Okay. We have read the Light of Stars, right? Yes. Okay, so this goes right back out here where we can go... Oh, wait. No, that's right. We went into Mining Monthly Issue 7. Permanently increased tool grip weapon damage by 2%. Hell yeah.
A friend offered me a nice, cushy office job, but I'm making double out here in the Sidonia mines. Joke's on them.
Sure.
Layla's been going on about the heart of Mars again. When is she going to give it a rest?
Speak with Layla. Henry Hank Ferraro. Andres Jensen. Salmonberg Ramirez. God, there's way too many people to talk to. I wanted to do some of the damn quests in this video, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. There's Layla.
I'm not really in the mood to talk right now. Sorry, I don't really have much to say.
If you need some rock blasted, I'm your girl.
What do you know about this Heart of Mars thing I'm hearing about?
Oh, that. It's a legendary chunk of titanium ore that any miner would love to get their hands on. I can only assume Layla told you about it. She's obsessed, but too scared to go after it herself. Because of the curse. But you do you. Don't let her scare you off.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm the blasting supervisor.
I help take care of tricky deposits and expanding sections of the mine using controlled detonations. It's much faster than normal mining, but also more dangerous.
There's still a lot of mining to be done here in Sidonia, huh?
Sure is. Mars is rich with mineral deposits, even this close to the city. Although we're also clearing out the space here to make way for possible future city improvements. Not sure what's gonna go here when we're done, how long it's gonna take, or even if it'll ever happen, but it'd be nice to see the city grow.
Is there still a lot of blasting going on here?
Not as much as there used to be, but Mars is still ripe with minerals for the taking. Did you know they used controlled particle detonations in the deep mines? Crazy, huh? It must have been awesome to set all that up. I just use regular old explosive charges in my detonations, but I take what I can get, huh?
Blasting seems like it could be challenging in this environment, is it?
That's why it takes someone with my qualifications and supervision to do it right. Or
else terrible things can happen. About a year ago, some rookie kid thought he could increase his yield, so he strung up a bunch of charges and almost brought down a whole cave. We tightened up safety protocols since then, and haven't had any accidents since. Well, at least none related to explosions. Not my team's explosions, that is. Got somewhere else to be? I get it.
Ah, didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up.
Oh, I'm not on the job. I'm just checking things out around here.
Well, that's a little weird. But, as long as Trevor's okay with it, I can't say that I mind. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars.
You mentioned something about the heart of Mars. I'd like to know more.
Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared.
Ooh, me scared? I'm not scared. I'll get that heart of Mars and show you.
That's the spirit. You sure didn't seem like the type to be scared off by tales of cursed rocks. I'll give you the coordinates for the cave. Good luck out there, and be careful.
Got any good mining tips?
Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag.
Okay. No one sent me, I was just asking. Miner to miner.
Oh, you're a miner too. Funny, I didn't think there were any new contracts starting. Which means you must work for a rival company. And if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you've got another thing coming. Look, I won't report you, because we've all been there. But I'm not going to help you either. I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it over something like this.
So you program Gnome?
Yeah. Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him, but when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say.
Have you been here in Sidonia for long?
This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Sidonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Sidonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up.
Red eyes. Why would you want to turn your eyes red?
Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings. Hey, see you around, I guess.
Hey there. You a new hire? I thought all our positions were full.
Oh no, just here to talk. Actually, I'm just helping Trevor out with a little project.
Oh, yeah? You know, I heard him talking about trying to get someone to help us out with our equipment situation. That must be it. Well, I hope it works out, because my cutter keeps breaking down on me, and that shit's getting real old. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with?
Have you ever heard of this Heart of Mars thing?
Heart of Mars? Oh, you best not get mixed up in that. I'm not gonna stop you, but don't tell me I didn't try to warn you. Nothing good can come of it.
Been doing this a while.
About 15 years now. It's good work. Good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire.
Mars is pretty harsh. How's the mining pay compared to other places?
Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry.
So you're thinking of retiring?
Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. And it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well. And I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet.
You should retire. Spending time with family is more important than money.
You're not wrong. It's becoming more and more clear that's what's important to me. But at the same time, they understand. Either way, it's gonna be a tough call.
Yeah.
See ya.
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training.
I'm good. It's okay. I've done mining work before with Argos. I know how to be safe.
Oh, Argos. Didn't know anyone actually survived their operations. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know Argos. They're good people. Their safety record's actually pretty good. Stand to beef up their security, I hear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Salmon. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmon. I don't do nicknames. I've been with Deimos for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do.
Someone was telling me about the Heart of Mars. What do you know about it?
All I know is that it's bad news. And if you go out looking for it, you're gonna have a bad time. Seriously, just trust me on this one. Forget you heard anything about it and move on. It's not worth your trouble.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that.
So you have a dark secret past?
I do, and it's gonna stay that way, since I don't have any reason to trust you yet.
You ever think about retirement?
Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first.
That's fine.
Adios.
Got a problem or something?
Yeah.
Just messing with you.
You ever hear about this Heart of Mars thing Layla's been talking about?
What? No. She's never told me about it. Hold on. Is there some big thing everyone knows about that they're just keeping from me? Probably think I can't keep a secret. Fine. I don't want to have anything to do with their stupid Mars harp or whatever it is anyway.
So what's your story, you weirdo?
My story? My story's that I don't like people asking what my story is. I'm just messing! But really, I don't want to talk about myself.
Okay, what do you think of mining work?
What? Standing around pointing a cutter at some rocks all day? It sucks, but it's easy, so whatever. Way better than my last job at Chunks, though. What? Am I too much for you?
Okay. So that was everything over there.
This life ain't easy.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others, or fulfill any
My
spiritual
shop may
needs
not
you
look
may have.
special, but it's locally owned and independent. Hi, welcome to Jane's, Sidonia's only 100% independent one-stop shop. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue, but please let me know if there's anything I can get for you.
Let's see. Running an independent shop by yourself must be hard work. Maybe I can help with your issue?
You have no idea. Every time I feel like I'm getting ahead, something happens to knock me back down. But unless you're some sort of merc, I'm not sure you can help. See, I saved up to get a new ship and hire a pilot. He was supposed to help run deliveries and bring in all sorts of new goods, but he went missing. I can't find anyone willing to track him down. I'm worried something bad has happened.
I can go track down your ship and pilot. What do you think happened to him?
I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's something simple, like he ran out of fuel. It's an older ship and it may have had a minor leak. But I know there's a problem with pirates out there. This was Eric's first real piloting job and I'm worried they could tell he was easy pickings or something. Could just be my overactive imagination.
I'll go track him down.
Really? I mean, thank you. I know it's a lot of trouble, but it'll mean a lot to me. I'll try to compensate you as best I can when you bring back Eric and my ship. It's a cargo runner called the Berry Mule. The last signal I got from him was out near Triton. It's a starting place, at least. And try to bring them both back in one piece.
Wish there was more to do around here. Drinking gets old.
There is if you just ask around. I mean, good God, look how many people...
The contact for the job.
Beats me.
Faith in God is what brought us to the stars.
Oh God. Oh my, there is just so many people.
Sometimes it feels like the UC forgets we're out here, but there'd be no UC if it hadn't been for Mars.
Greetings, my child. Is there any assistance the Sanctum Universum can offer you?
No, I just wanted to talk.
Very well. I would be happy to take the time to speak with another child of God. Perhaps you would like to hear more about our benevolent creator.
We can stay and listen if you like. I find theological discussions to be quite interesting.
The Sanctum Universum will always be available to you, if you wish to know more.
People drive their own fate and morality, not some sort of non-existent mystical creator. I'm a firm believer in the Almighty who cares for us and guides us to the stars. No, not really. I don't really want to, but fine.
Wonderful. God is indeed great. Not only did he breathe life into each and every one of us, but he opened the heavens to us and showed us the way to space so that we may be closer to him. The Sanctum Universum is always here to provide guidance in your spiritual journey, if you seek it.
You mentioned something about offering assistance to those in need.
We will always offer assistance to anyone who needs it, regardless if they choose to follow our faith. One is not conditional upon the other. We would never turn someone in need away, and we will happily serve those of any level of need.
I don't need anything at the moment, but it's good to know you're here.
Of course, we are happy to provide. Come back anytime.
What do you do here?
I help run this community center along with my associate, joy. People from all walks of life are always welcome to come here and share this space for whatever purpose they need. I am also here to assist those seeking faith in God, under the Sanctum Universum, as we lack a true spiritual center here on Mars.
Can you tell me about your beliefs?
In its simplest form, Sanctum Universum believes that God has given us the ability to manipulate the heavens so that He may lead us to Him. As such, we accept those from all the faiths of old, provided they seek faith in the Almighty Creator.
If God brought us to the stars, why stop there and not lead us to Him directly?
Because to truly follow the teachings of our Lord and Creator, you must still have faith. Were He to simply lead us to Him directly, it would defeat the purpose. You see, our mortal journey is still an important part of the human experience. We must learn and grow in our lives. Only then can we prove we are worthy of joining Him in the hereafter. Faith be with you.
Yeah.
Horace and I may disagree on matters of faith, but we both try to do what we can to help those who feel lost with our community. Why, hello there. What can I help you with? Have you come to seek assistance from the House of Enlightenment?
No, I don't think I need anything right now by the House of Enlightenment.
Yes, the Enlightened serve as a community-centric institution, much like a traditional church, but without religious faith. For it's the community and faith in one another which is important, not adherence to a particular religious dogma.
What kind of assistance do you offer?
We're here to serve the Cydonia community in many ways. While we don't have a belief in a greater power, we have faith in humanity, that people will always strive to better the human race. As a community, we come together to help those in need. Food, shelter, basic amenities. We'll provide because that's what people do for one another.
I don't need anything right now. Bye.
We'll always be here if you need something, or just want to meet people. Actually, before you go, would you mind helping me out with something? I was debating with my dear friend Horace and would like an outside opinion. He believes that faith in a higher power is what inspires more people to be good. I say that more people do good without any promise of divine reward or retribution. What do you think?
Both are right. It doesn't matter which inspires more good.
Ah, that's an interesting perspective. Thank you. I guess when you get down to it, as long as people are good to each other, it doesn't matter what drives them to be good. I'll be sure to share that with Horace.
That's what I believe in real life anyway. It's like, you shouldn't need something to be a good person, but if you do need to believe in something to get by, let's say, or to cope with something, it's totally fine. Like,
It's hard
understandable.
not to worry when your spouse is the one doing all the hard work down in the mines.
How goes?
Being a miner is dreary. Being a mining executive is just...
But that was always my thing. I don't believe in anything really. But I don't need to, in my eyes, but some people do. And that's fine. Wait, where'd they go?
It's not easy living in Cydonia.
Horace is good people. But I prefer Joy's line of thinking. We gotta find our own way.
Let's see. Can you tell me more about yourself?
I lived a pretty quiet life to start. But the quieter things got, the more noise I made. Got into trouble, did the whole teenage rebellion tour, that sort of thing. Dad used to say I was made reckless by boredom, but I think he deserves some of the credit.
What brings you to the community center?
I came to do a little good old-fashioned soul searching. You'd think it'd be easy to find, given it's my soul. But nope. Turns out it's a lot harder than it looks. Have a good one.
Now, there was that one other place I believe that we can go into before continuing with some of this stuff.
Used to think I was Vanguard material. Until I discovered that.
Oh no, I think this is it.
Just got a new job, a new apartment.
I think residential might be all connected to the same thing. Let's do, if it tells us where it is, yeah, let's just do this real quick. That's good.
Most visitors can't wait to get off this rock.
There's too many of you.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor.
Also, I don't think I've seen...
If anything happens to
Stay clear of the range during live fire exercises. It should be obvious why.
Tampering with a certified Deimos mining robot is forbidden. I would not.
Here we go. Oh no, it's just Central Hub again.
To test my defensive capabilities.
Mitch Benjamin.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in?
No, I'm just visiting.
Visiting Sidonia? It's a good one. No one just visits Sidonia. Nah, you're probably here on business. Am I right? Unless you're visiting friends or family, I guess. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Name's Mitch. I'm just a guy who lives here in the Lux condos. I'm always looking to make new friends. People say I can be a bit much sometimes.
Understandable.
I love having people to hang out with and watch movies, talk about books, play games, or whatever.
It's cool. I'm happy to make new friends too.
That's great. You can get a little lonely in Sidonia if you don't know anyone. We've all been there. Anyway, I don't want to keep you, but I figured I'd ask. If you happen to know anyone with a ship, I've been looking for some help. You can send my way if they want to make a quick cred.
I have a ship. Maybe I can help you out. You don't look much like a miner or a marine. So what are you doing living here?
What's that supposed to mean? But just because I look like I couldn't bench press a stick of raw spaghetti, I don't fit in here? Nah, just kidding. I got some issues that prevent me from working, and modern medicine could only help so much. I was offered an experimental treatment, and unfortunately, instead of getting cool superpowers, I got more medical conditions. But it's okay. They offered me this condo and set me up with enough money to get by without working. I live pretty well, all things considered.
Oh. You don't get bored without a job to do?
Bored? Are you kidding me? I got more entertainment at my fingertips than I'll ever finish. Even if it takes forever to get to Sidonia. I don't think I'll ever be bored. And I'm certainly not going to waste my life working if I don't have to.
Are you going to be okay?
I try not to let it get me down. Right now, I'm just focused on living the best life possible. I may have been dealt a shit hand of cards, but I decided to say, screw that! I'm going to play however I want instead. Though some things would be easier if I wasn't bound to my home.
Why don't you leave?
Well, I don't have the kind of money to pick up and leave. And otherwise, I kind of like it in Sidonia. My friends live here. Yeah, I get some credits every month, but I'm no millionaire. Besides, I share my money. I blow it all on games, movies, comics, books, and other stuff for me and my friends. I feel like it's better to spend it now. Create good memories for us.
That's what I spend it on too. Well, I wish you the best.
Yeah, thanks. You too. Nice to have visitors.
Let's see. You seem really into entertainment, so what do you recommend?
I saw a cool horror movie called That. Just that. Scared the crap out of me.
I have a ship. Maybe I can help out.
Oh, you do? Oh, that's great. Well, if it's not too much of an inconvenience, maybe I can entice you to do a favor for me? Please? I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, extra for your trouble.
Sure. What are they about?
They're these old science fiction fantasy books about space and good versus evil and a mysterious magical relic called the Dragonstar. Now, there's this team of heroes who fight space wizards, and dragons, demons, and whoever else seeks to take over the galaxy using the Dragonstar.
Sure.
You will? Wow, you're the first person to actually agree to do it. Thanks. Well, like I said, I'll make it worth it to you. You won't regret it.
We'll see.
Mast would like to join Sidonia in celebrating over 275 years.
Okay, so I did, yeah, okay.
The United Colonies are proud to support the citizens of...
Whoa, somebody came in when I went out. Alright, let's finish putting these frogs up.
Watch out for the robot.
A reduced noise ordinance is in effect every night
You
from
place that
2200
sensor
hours
and my
until
mark is as
0500
good as
hours
dead.
the next morning.
Hey,
In the bathroom.
for their birthday. It'll be a gift for both of them.
Have I been to P2? No.
Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything we've got.
If you are looking for spare parts, look
Caution.
elsewhere.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors.
Well, the pay's great, the people are
occurs
good, and I
in
get...
5,
Hey, stay safe!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Mars is fraught with resources, which means there's always gonna be plenty of work.
Oh, these are all the people we've already talked to. They're actually at work.
It is now safe to resume normal activity.
I can't imagine
she's
being
the
stuck
sick
down
lady.
here gathering rocks for a living when there's an entire universe to explore.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Okay.
Thought we had struck oil, but it turns out it was just another deep water deposit. That would have been wild.
I can't talk to her, but let's see if we can get into this without somebody caring. Okay, and then do we have a 2? Yes. Mining Director Deimos Staryards. Breaks. Just a reminder to clock out for your breaks and clock back in when you're done. This isn't to keep tabs on everyone, just an effort to get more accurate hourly pay information. Thank you. Evaluations. Hi, Trevor. Just wanted to remind you that I'll be doing the next round of routine psychological evaluations per company policy on the following members of your team. Simon Berg Ramirez, Henry Ferrero, Andres Jensen. Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond my control, I've been a bit delayed in getting to these. But I wanted to give you a heads up since you'll be required to send your observations in for comparison. Thanks, Dr. Gilly's song. Happy hour. After the incident occurring after the last employee happy hour, we're going to put all future company-sponsored happy hours on hold for the time being. On a related note, anyone who finds a glass eye is requested to bring it up and see me at my desk so I can return it to its rightful owner. Thank you, Tia. Gnome. Sorry, Trevor. That's probably me just trying to make people laugh. I'll clean it up a bit. Were the F-bombs too much? I'll cut them out, all out. But you have to admit it's kind of hilarious to hear a robot swear. Anyway, more corny jokes it is, Layla. Whoever keeps reprogramming Gnome to give snarky answers, please stop it. It's okay. To help improve his responses and other functions, but HR has asked that we please try to keep it work safe, and giving him unhelpful, snarky responses makes him less useful. If this keeps up, we'll have to retire him to the scrap heap. Trevor.
Careful not to trip any security.
Yeah, she didn't seem to really care.
I could use a break.
Yeah. Just in case there was a resource we hadn't scanned here yet. Alright, let's go back to Renee really quickly and then we can go talk to that dude.
I sure am glad you're helping. Just put the pictures up where you think lots of people are going to see them.
I finished posting the drawings all around Sidonia for you.
Hi! Thanks for doing that for me. I wish I could do it myself, but having a friendly adult help me is almost as good.
And it helped to bring a smile to people's faces.
I know, right? Last time I did this, lots of people came over to tell me how much they loved it. I only hope these drawings stay up longer this time. Anyways, it's not much, but I got a little something for you as a thank you.
12 credits. And you can build Space Frog posters at your outposts.
Make our city a happy and productive place to work. Thank you for your daily contribution.
Alright, let's check out some of these missions. We have a ton, by the way. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do this one because all the other ones are either outside or are just somewhere completely different.
Just because the governor's office is right there on the main level doesn't mean...
How's it going? Can
Pretty
I help
good.
you?
Before we talk to him... Damn it. Oh, we've already broken in there.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy.
Ooh. No. Get out of this dialogue. Octai, who's that?
Octai and Bayar. He's the head of our Sidonia branch.
Damn it.
If you want to do some trading, he's the one you need to be talking to. I'm busy.
She's the one with the Crimson Fleet, and I do not want to talk to her right now. I can't get out of her dialogue. I'm here to sell, but I'm looking for you.
Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me?
Take a look at the sample.
Aurora, huh?
Shit.
Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband. Now I've seen everything.
If you can't handle it, point me to someone who can.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
I refuse to pay for that information.
Well then, we have nothing left to discuss, do we, love? Be seeing you soon.
Okay, good. I was able to get out of that without actually doing it.
Take your time, and ask me if you need anything. I'm here to help. Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything, and I'll do my best to help you out.
Let's see. What's the strangest thing you've seen come through here?
Yo! This dude came in once trying to sell this whack-looking fish or something. It was still alive. He had it in this big plastic bag full of water and everything. Good size, too. I was trying to tell him I didn't know if we took in things like that, but then my boss came over and told me we absolutely did. And I had to process the sale and store the thing. Man, what a pain in the ass that was. Even weirder, someone came in and bought it like right away. The hell's that about, right?
I hear the Trade Authority sometimes deals in illicit goods. Is that true?
Man, sorry, I can't really say that. Really, they told me not to say anything like that because rumors, you know? All I know is that we're running a business here, and I was told to take in all trades and sell whatever we've got. And listen, I'm not gonna worry about anything other than that.
Can you tell me more about the Trade Authority?
Oh man, no, I'm still new here, so I don't know how qualified I am to answer that. We're like this huge network of shipping and trade throughout the known universe. Everyone. Free Stars, UC, even Varun uses us in some capacity. Because I guess we're all about free trade for all. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if we bought and sold from the Crimson Fleet, right? They pay my salary, so as far as I'm concerned, they're all right in my book.
I'm looking to make a trade.
Cool. That's what we do here.
An old earth shotgun, pretty cool. Arc wielder, flamethrower? Shit.
See you around.
Please keep prolonged showers and other water use to a minimum. Do your part.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
I was told a man named Walker works here. Captain my name. I don't like to say my name. I don't know why. Vanguard. I need Percival Walker's help investigating a troubling discovery.
Do you now? Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
Why would the miners hide him?
They were all devils. Red devils. A UC Marine unit based here on Mars, though they were disbanded shortly after the Colony War. I presume a number of them served alongside Dr. Walker. Bonds forged in battle and all that.
What sort of discipline issue are we talking here?
Dr. Walker decided to start brewing and selling his own pharmaceuticals to our customers below cost. Something his contract expressly forbade. As such, we requested our cut of the profits and began garnishing his salary. Perhaps a little too severely, but well within legal limits. It was around then that he ran off, abandoning his duty and his unpaid accounts.
You don't sound particularly interested in finding him.
That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them?
How much does he owe?
Why? Feeling charitable?
No.
I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest it's accrued, I believe it's something substantial. So if you were able to find him and convince him to clear his accounts, you would have our honest gratitude.
I'll see what I can do. Just tell me where he was last seen.
Ugh, I can't believe you're helping them. What a stupid waste of time.
Wonderful. I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle, what I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city. If anyone knows where Percival is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
To Venus?
Don't be caught on the Martian surface without proper protective gear.
No.
All outside surface activities require the use of a certified safety suit.
I really want to get Sarah out of my party, but...
Always nice to kick back into Broken Spear.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for Devil's Vets and their kin.
Easy now, Vanguard. Vanguard, heard you might know where Percival Walker is.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker?
Do yourself a favor and just go.
Guess I forgot to come down here.
Not supposed to talk to you.
The Red Devils aren't exactly your average bar crowd. You can see it in their eyes. We don't belong here.
I don't care.
Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
I'm making a delivery for Hadrian Stannon. Look, I even have proof she sent me.
Hadrian? A woman named Hadrian sent you, a member of the Vanguard, to find Percival? Now, if that tag's a forgery, it's a damn good one. All right, Captain. If you are who you say, Supra et Ultra. Vanguard motto. What's it mean? Should have gotten that during your oath.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. With you, Sarah Morgan. I can vouch for this one.
It's all right. I can vouch for this one. He's Vanguard. True as they come.
And you're someone I should trust, huh? Why?
I'm UC military. Retired. Can give you my gene tag code too if you'd like.
Not necessary. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend.
You and Percival were both Red Devils. Can you tell me about them?
Red Devils were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough. Reliable. That's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC xenoweapons. No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the Devils, and didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the colony war ended and the armistice came down, everything associated with xenoweapons got shelved, Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory.
You worked with xenoweapons?
Me? Nah. Infantry officer. But my grunts deployed alongside the things. Never seen anything like it. Before or since. Monsters from the darkest corners of the Black, rampaging across the battlefield. And understand why they banned them. Brutal. Armistice hurt us more than most, but... wow. Wasn't all bad that came out of that agreement.
And how would you suggest I go about clearing Percival's name?
Well, the most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Making that adjustment would be illegal. I don't think this is a road we should travel.
But, one friend of Hadrian's to another, Sidonia's full of old utility spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these.
Hey, I'll see if I can get rid of the debt.
And I look forward to hearing the good news.
Hey, you may be Hadrian's friend. Come here. Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker?
Why do you know where I can find him?
Oh, no. I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right?
I'm going to try.
Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his Trade Authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
Projects where you guys making chems or something?
No. Well, yes, but the medical kind. I'd help him make whatever the city was running low on that month, and we'd sell it to the miners for cheap. But the Trade Authority got wind and wanted their cut. And then some.
Aqueous hematite, what's that?
It's mostly iron in about 3 centuries of human water runoff, though only Percival would be able to tell you all the trace elements and whatnot. But it builds up around human settlements, and something about the Martian soil changes it. Makes it into something new. And we think we found a use for it.
I assume there's a reason you haven't handed it over already?
Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop.
Oh dear. I believe I see where this is leading.
I hate her so much.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the Trade Authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore.
What happened to the jobs on Mars?
Biggest employer on Mars has always been Demo Star Yards. After the Colony War, Armistice meant they needed a lot fewer warships. Fewer ships meant fewer minerals. That meant a lot of folks scrounging for work around here.
What are spacers?
A bunch of parasites and cutthroats. They're folks from the fringes of space, willing to put down anyone who tries to move in on what they've decided is theirs, even when it ain't. Strange this group would pick Mars as a new home. Sure, we're not downtown New Atlantis, but there are places where they'd be bothered less than here. My guess is the Authority tipped them off when they heard we were working down there, and cut off what they thought was the competition, you know?
Awful lot of work to avoid buying a pillow, but sure, our help.
Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to
Okay.
secure this article and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremor. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What? Get out of my face.
Okay, can't talk to that guy.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to
It's so funny because I already got into that area.
I'd hate it if a single disease could wipe them all out.
Okay, sounds good.
Now, if only I could find how to get back up there.
People always ask me what I think about mining.
Ah, here we go.
Not everyone needs to come to me with their problems.
Official Trade Authority uses only. This tool is to be used solely at the discretion of the local Trade Authority head only. All other users must acquire a written agreement from Trade Authority supervisors to override the current account's credits owed field. Select the preferred amount from the list below. 1 credit. I know, and we will still kill the spacer leader, I think. Because experience, loot, all the good stuff.
A friendly reminder that throwing litter off the balconies is prohibited. Please use an authorized waste receptacle.
Okay, guys, and that is where we're going to go ahead and end this one. It's been almost 2.5 hours, and we only finished talking to everybody in Sidonia, which is one location in Mars, and it's the main location. But we got a lot of quests from here. We can do a few of them, and that's what we're going to do when we come back. If this loads, there we go. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I will see you. Bye.